Und da sind wir wieder bei The Walking Dead. Hat ja doch geklappt mit dem Speichern, so wie es aussieht. Ich habe jetzt mal das Spiel ein bisschen leiser gemacht, weil ich ein bisschen schwierig zu hören war im letzten Video. Mal gucken. Oh, ein Ahornblatt. Wo führt uns die Kleine denn hier hin? Ui, da draußen sind welche.
Man, I ain't never getting home to Mama at this rate.
This sucks.
Oh, it's hot dish night.
Okay, die kann ich von hier wohl nicht ansprechen.
What's the matter?
Should I stay?
What?
I don't want to sleep in the treehouse tonight, but I don't know if I should leave. What if my parents come home?
I won't leave you alone.
Well, let's go somewhere safe that's close, okay?
That's a good idea. Hey, man!
Holy shit!
Don't eat us!
We're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah. Thought for a second you and the little one were both gonna give us the chomp.
Do you know what the hell this is?
No idea. So you've seen them then?
You could say that.
I'm Sean. Sean Green.
Lee, this is Clementine.
I'm Chet.
We shouldn't be out in the open like this. How about you help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter out of here and down to my family's farm. It should be safer there.
I'm not her dad. I'm a neighbor. Her parents are out of town.
Let's get going. Staying put for too long is a mistake.
What do you want to do?
The monster's coming.
We gotta go.
Lee, quick, let's go.
Ja, der hat es aber gerade nicht so beschieden. Ach, sein Bein ist nicht mehr kaputt. Ist ja cool. Ist verheilt. Schieb, du Stück.
Were any of those guys neighbors too?
Na, die zwei werden bestimmt noch dicke Freunde von uns. Und dann haben wir sie schon im Magen gelogen. Das ist ein guter Start.
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna run on home. My mama's gonna be in a snit.
No sweat, man. I'll catch you tomorrow night.
It was nice to meet you both.
Thank God you're okay.
I was worried it'd be bad here, too.
Been quiet as usual the past couple days. Old Brecken down the way thinks his mare's gone lame, but that ain't nothing new.
I wouldn't have made it back without Chet.
Well, I'm glad you took him with you then. You've brought a couple guests.
We just need a little help. We won't stay long.
Good. You're welcome to stay here, but just for the night. I don't run a bed and breakfast. So it's just you and your daughter, then?
Oh, not his daughter. He was her neighbor.
Honey, do you know this man?
Yes.
Okay, then. Well, looks like you hurt your leg pretty bad there.
Ach, Quark.
Yeah, it's not doing so good.
I can help you out. Sean, run on in and check on your sister. You, take a seat up on the porch and I'll go see what I have. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is swollen to hell.
Could be worse.
That's what it sounds like. Seems like things got awful bad in the cities. What did you say your name was?
It's Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. I'm Herschel Green.
Und alles, was man hier sagt, hat
How'd
irgendwelche
this
Auswirkungen.
happen?
Car accident.
That's so. Where are you headed before the car accident?
I was getting out of Atlanta.
The news says stay.
Yeah, well, that's a mistake. We hit a guy. One of those things you've been hearing about. On the road.
Who are you with? The girl?
Nobody.
Is that so?
Yeah, it is.
You said we. That's all. House is full up with mine. We got another displaced family of 3 sleeping in the barn. You and your daughter are welcome to rest there, and we're done here. I didn't catch your name, darling.
Clementine.
Can't imagine what you've been through, Clementine.
I'm looking after her until we find her parents.
Hey, Dad. So I'm thinking, first thing tomorrow, we gotta reinforce the fence around the farm.
That doesn't seem necessary.
I don't know what you saw on TV or heard on the radio, but there's some serious shit hitting the fan. I don't think anyone knows how big it is yet.
Your son's right. You're gonna want to fortify this place.
Stuff like that doesn't happen around here, Sean.
Dad, I'm serious. Lee, come on. Tell him what you saw out there, man.
Teenage girl with her guts spilled out on the floor stood up from the dead and tried to bite me.
Well, do what you think you should. We got plenty of chores as it is.
Lee and those folks in the barn can help out in the morning. We gotta do it. Really.
I already said okay. Well, I'm all done here. You should start to feel better tomorrow.
Thanks.
If your leg gets hot or the swelling doesn't go down, you're probably dealing with an infection.
What do we do then?
We'll probably just have to shoot you. We'll clean it, redress it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, that'd be preferable.
There's blankets and such in the barn. We'll be seeing you bright and early. Come tomorrow, which way you think you're headed?
Towards Macon, I suppose. All right then.
Gott, hier muss man, glaube ich, echt aufpassen, was man sagt.
It smells like...
Teen Spirit.
I know what it smells like.
duty. I missed my mom and dad.
I bet, Clem.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
Schlaf gut, Kleine.
I love you, baby.
Hey, get up.
I'm itchy.
Well, you slept in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders in your hair. But I bet your daddy scared them all away, huh?
I'm, not her dad. Name's Lee.
I'm Kenny.
Dad, we're in the middle of a fence. There's a tractor and everything.
We better get going, or we won't hear the end of it. That's my boy, Ken Jr. We call him Duck, though.
Doc?
Yeah, nothing bothers him. Like water off a duck's back, you know?
That's a valuable trait lately.
No kidding. But frankly, I think it's because he's dumb as a bag of hammers. But he makes up for it with enthusiasm. The word is you were on your way to Macon.
My family's from there.
Well, Macon's on the way, and personally, I'd appreciate the company of a guy who can knock a couple of heads together if he has to.
I'll see what the girl would like.
Ah, gotta consult the missus. I understand. Honey, Duck, this is Lee. And, what's the girl's name?
Clementine.
Clementine.
That is a very pretty name.
Thanks.
Well, we should get to work. We've all seen what those things can do out there, so the faster we get this fence up, the better.
I want to build a fence.
Yeah? Well, I need a good foreman. You can sit on the tractor and yell at me whenever I take a water break.
On a tractor? Cool!
Duck and I will hop to it.
I can keep an eye on your little girl here on the porch. We can visit.
Na, ob wir die da so bei denen lassen sollten. Hinterwäldler und sowas hier. Guckt euch mal den Film The Book of Eli an, dann wisst ihr, warum ich niemanden bei Hinterwäldlern lassen möchte.
You have such pretty hair.
It gets lots of tangles.
Hey there, girls.
Was machst du?
So, what do you do when corpses aren't walking around?
I'm a veterinarian back in Fort Lauderdale. Like Herschel here, except more with dogs and cats and not horses. What is it that you do, Lee?
I used to teach up at the University of Georgia.
We need to hope that we can go back to our jobs soon, Lee. Back to normal. It can't stay like this.
Ja, bestimmt.
No, I used to. I was let go a little while back.
That's too bad. Well, I hear people always clamor back to college after a big disaster. People don't want to die ignorant, I guess.
How did you handle getting through the city?
Kenny just drove. We passed so many people that needed help, and we just passed people. Over some, just...
It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to say anymore.
I want to go home tomorrow. But even then, I can't take away the things Doc went through. Don't you want to go back to the moment before you knew about all of this?
Ja, gerne.
Anybody in their right mind would. Families and barbecues and beers with good friends.
All of those things.
Those are the things we live for, right? With those gone, what's the point? You two actually look relaxed.
I think we're doing just fine. Clementine was just telling me about first grade.
Oh, how was that?
It's easy.
Well, yeah. So, you're good?
Anyway, it's almost like we didn't see people eating each other for the past 3 days. It's peaceful here, no?
Back in a bit.
Okay, Lee.
Ja, ist so schön, wenn man keine Leute sieht, die sich gegenseitig auffressen. Dann ist der Tag doch schon mal ein bisschen schöner als sonst.
Hey there, Kenny. So what's your family's plan?
Get back on down to Lauderdale and let this mess get sorted out. Government will start handing out shots and the National Guard will do its thing. On the odd chance things got too bad, we could hop on my boat, I guess.
You've got a boat.
I'm a commercial fisherman, catching mackerel, dolphin, whatever's biting and paying. Katya wouldn't be wild about it, but the boat's not that bad.
Need any help?
No, I think I got it. Do you need any help?
What do you mean?
I mean, in taking care of that little girl. You know what you're doing? You got kids of your own?
I think I've got it handled okay. Long as I keep her safe, I think I'm doing all right.
With those things out there, maybe. Sure, that's enough. But you gotta ask yourself if you're the type of guy who can do better than that if her parents don't show up.
I'll keep that in mind. How's your son doing?
Good, I think. Katya's got a sister up in Memphis. We were coming back from visiting her. We were in a gas station and some guy grabbed my boy. I thought he was kidnapping him. I was on the fucker in about 2 seconds and... Christ. Just lucky I was there. We saw a lot of bodies before we stumbled upon Herschel's. But we're a tough family, Lee. Ain't nothing gonna faze us.
See you.
Also ich muss ja echt mal sagen, ich finde die Inszenierung von dem Spiel ziemlich genial. Da sieht man, dass die Leute echt ein bisschen nachgedacht haben über das Drehbuch. Das gefällt mir. Ist wirklich so ein bisschen, als wenn man in so einer Fernsehserie ist. Wirkt sehr authentisch.
It's not the most reliable pickup in the world, but it gets the job done.
Oh, schön. Na, Ducky Duck. Der hat Spaß. Bei den Kindern ist das Leben noch in Ordnung. Da können auch Zombies vom Zaun rumrennen, die einen fressen wollen. Kinder haben Spaß, wenn sie auf dem Traktor sitzen.
You know how to drive it?
Sure don't. I can give you a hell of a critique of the U.S. Farm Bill, though.
I'm good.
Sean's still working on that fence. Sean's still working on that fence.
Achso, so.
Hey, Lee.
Need a hand?
That'd be great. If you could cut those 2x to length, that'd sure speed things up.
Ich dachte schon, es kommt ein Minispiel.
Dad doesn't know how bad it is.
No, he doesn't.
I saw a guy in Atlanta kill a kid. A boy. Just shot him right in the face.
You gotta do what you can to survive.
Like put a gun to that kid's head and pull the trigger? Fuck that, man. He didn't even hesitate. He just turned, put the barrel of the gun right between the kid's eyes, and pulled the trigger. You don't see things like that. It's not like in the movies.
They don't fall like you think.
Did you have to do it?
Do what?
Kill. Have you had to off one yet?
Oh, I had to shoot one.
I could shoot one, maybe, if it were far away. I'm just glad we're getting this fence built. Dad just wants to keep the family safe and thinks inviting people in is a bigger threat than whatever's out there. How about yours? How's your family?
My brother and parents are in Macon. I hope.
Oh man, I hope so too. Maybe it's not too bad there. That's probably all I need cut for now. Thanks.
Dankeschön.
And Sean, thanks again for the ride.
No problem, Lee. Couldn't leave you behind. Anyway, when you see my dad around, he might want some help in the barn.
Der Vater war doch bestimmt beim Militär, so wie der rumläuft. Oder der war mal Polizist. Aber ich denke mal, das finden wir in der nächsten Folge raus. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag. Bis zum nächsten Mal.